These tiles are exactly the ones at the KICC grounds, and this special seat is actually a real thing that sits outside my grandma's shop in the village. Today we are talking about photogrammetry or 3D scanning, which involves capturing real-world objects and using them as assets in CGI for video games, animations, and VR. The first step is to take many photos around the object, ensuring some overlap. It's also important to ensure that you shoot these images on manual mode. That way we get consistent colors and brightness values across the images. Next, we feed those images onto Reality Capture, which is a free software and part of the Epic Games ecosystem. There are a lot of other free alternatives, and Mushroom is the best one. And then you just click Start and let it do its thing. At the end of the process, it's going to give you a 3D model that you can use. Reflective and plain colored objects wouldn't scan at all because there would be no detail on the surface for the computer to hang on to. But how do we get from images to a 3D object? When you load the images, the computer will analyze them and identify a bunch of detail points that appear across several images. It's then going to track how they shift position relative to one another across the images. Using trigonometry, it's able to place those points accurately in 3D space, and it's even able to figure out where the camera was when the picture was taken. And as you can see, when I select any of these camera icons, it's going to display the corresponding image. Very cool stuff. Next, every 3 points are connected to form millions of triangles which make up the 3D object. The last step is cleanup and creating an optimized version of the asset, and that is what we use in-game. And then we just transfer the color into an image texture as well as the details into a normal map texture, the way I showed you on the other video. Why not just model these assets though? 3D scanning gives you an opportunity to capture insane detail that you might not even think about. On top of that, you can capture historical artifacts and store them forever. So this is fun and all if you are a game developer or an animator, which I know most of you are not. But why should you care? That's because you can do it. As long as you have a device that can take consistent photos, could be a drone, could be a phone, could be a camera, doesn't really matter. And a computer, you could scan objects that mean something to you, buildings, historical objects, or even paintings, and you can 3D print them and create the coolest collectible ever. There is also a website where you can post your 3D scans and share them with the world. And thanks to that, I'm able to experience this archaeological site as well as this Soviet-era block from the comfort of my home. Very cool. I hope you learned something today. My name is Ken. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around.